Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing mono green aggro. What does that mean? We're playing mono green, which means all green. What does it mean for aggro? It means we're playing something that's going to be a fighter in the early and the mid game. What's happening at the late game? We're not playing a late game because we'll be winning by then. Does that sound interesting to you? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, wishing you a happy St. SuckIt's Day, Dr. Yukon SuckIt. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon SuckIt. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today once again. Say it with me. My secret underground headquarters. I heard you. And I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on MTGA Zone called Mono Green Aggro Best of One by Strickles. And the funny part was that it was in the standard section, yet literally on it, it says it's an alchemy deck and included Delighted Halfling, which is an alchemy only card. So I removed Delighted Halfling. And I replaced it with Poison Dart Frog. Because what does Delighted Halfling do? It's a mana source. It's either gray or you can have one mana of any color if you do legendary, whatever. So Poison Dart Frog just gives you one mana of any color regardless. It costs one more, but it gives you everything you'd possibly want from a mana source. And it also gives you reach and death touch potentially if you got the extra coin for it, right? All right, so that's what we got. We got a mono green aggro. What are we doing with aggro? It means we're going to be out there fighting early. We're going to Crazy Town. I think this deck's got the chops. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the cards that are in this deck. We'll talk a little bit how the deck should work, and then we're going to take it out and crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got? We got a guy that gets bigger every time you put out a guy that's larger than it, greater power. We got the ability to do damage to opponents' creatures or planeswalkers. This guy comes out as a 3/2, and you can do one of the following by sacrificing it: destroy artifact, enchantment, or proliferate. We can proliferate a little bit, I guess, because we're gonna have lots of counters on stuff. This guy gets bigger for each forest you control. If you put him out disguised, then you can pop him back up to put out more forests, which make this guy even bigger potentially. This guy is, like I said, a mana frog. And he helps you get your mana going, right? As well as later on, Death Touch and Reach. This guy gets bigger every time you put a creature out, and whenever it dies, you put those Popo counters on creatures you control. This one gets bigger with more Popo counters every time you put out a creature with or its toughness greater than Sharp Eye than this guy's toughness. So there's a lot of opportunity to get this guy pump. Plus, she's got Vigilance. Sentinel comes out. Vigilance and creates map tokens, which allows you to look for more lands and or put Popo counters on stuff. Archdruid has a Swiss Army knife of super abilities there. What do we got there? Search for a library or a land and put it into your... So yeah, it's land or creature search. We got Popo and then a fight, or not fight, but that just deals us damage. Its power to target creature you don't control. Or you can exile target artifact enchantment. So between this and the Cankerbloom, we've got control over artifacts and enchantments, which is important in today's meta. Polukranos. 4/5 with reach for 3. If that was all, this would still be a great card. Still be a fantastic card. What I love is that she's got such a big butt. She can also block flyers and can roll in for 4. That is nice. If you get up to 6 and willing to sacrifice a couple life, then we can go reach lifelink 6/6. And whenever it dies, you create, what is it? A 3/3 green and white Phyrexian. And a 3/3 green and white with token with lifelink. So yeah, you just create more even. So yeah, this guy is nuts. And we got lastly the Doomskar Warrior, which has got backup that you can throw a Popo counter on something. And for that turn, it gets trample, and whenever it deals damage, you can take a look at that many cards of the library, and you can take a creature and land and put them into your hand. All right, so anyways, it's all about growth. And it's not super aggressive growth. You're not putting like trillions of counters on stuff. But yeah, this is like a grower, not a shower deck, because everything looks a little on the low side, but it grows and grows and grows. And by mid-game, you are aggressive, and people have to be able to deal with you early. Otherwise, you are going to overwhelm them. All right, so that's it. That's the deck. But before we go out to do our damage, let's do what we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, we're playing against Flmaiy. Flmaiy. There's not enough vowels in the right place. Keep. All right, let's go, aggro. Let's go for the mana. And, no. You can make the first move. All right, got a bunch more mana out. We got some guys. All right, let's see if we can trick this guy into coming in with the 3/3. All right, you got Menace, great. Fast attackers, come on in, Jellybean Princess. And it's gone. All right, we can get rid of the Lord. Let's just do that. Let's go in. Let's show them what power's about. He doesn't want to do it. All right, those lifelinkers are out of the way. He's got a couple of 2/2s up there. I'm surprised, yeah, he hasn't shot something specifically yet. All right, you got 2 mana. Alright, next to blockers. Go ahead and pump it more in front there. Do it. Let my guys take care of the rest. There we go. We got the world's biggest leprechaun out there holding it down. Here, Cubert, have some Energon cubes. All right, let's Polukranos. That'll pump up the rookies. And let's go for the attack. All right, excellent. All right, he's got a lot of mana. He can unleash his entire squadron there. What have we got here? 4. Let's put out a Cankerbloom. And let's just kill that guy. All in. Alright, you can block 1. I'm getting 8 through regardless. Victory! Never been against the Hawk. Lowercase hawk, like a loogie. Alright. Everything costs 2. 2 mana should be fine. And these guys are mana. Alright, what we got here? Number 1 gets us absolutely nothing. Yeah, this is not necessarily the greatest matchup because he's able to go for only half of my life essentially with those poisons instead. I mean, if we can get ourselves rolling, that's great. These guys have reach. All right. I just wanted to get the Beastcaller out so that I could start pumping her up. Alright, let's just play defense. We're cool. We got to keep that poison off of us is the problem. I don't think she's really going to be pumping up too much, but she does help pump everybody else up. Let's throw out another one of these. Make him start sacrificing guys. If I was him, I just put the Skull Dweller in place. But the more that we can wipe out his guys, the better off we're going to be. Now that guy can handle flying creatures no problem at this point. Maybe I should have spread it a little bit. Alright, so we can go for a shot. Cankerbloom, all in. I don't have to worry about flying poison anymore. I'm surprised this guy doesn't have... he's not playing blue. He's got black that can cause poison to occur, but blue's really the master of that. Ah, that's why you wanted to play it. All right, hammer time. Let's put out another one. We don't have to worry about flying, guys, so the reach on the Poison Dart Frog is necessary. It's fine. We're up to 3. All right, who's he going to wipe out? Probably the Sentinel. There you go. One, two. Let's map up. Land. All right, I'll throw that out. Let's map up. He's not going to want to lose those guys. Let's send in the 4s. There you go. Good job. Draw out some additional guys. Let's draw a card. Alright, we're good. I am out of mana. I'm not worried about a board wipe, though. Of course, this could be famous last words. And we win! Yes, suck it, suckerfish. Trying to get that guy back. Maybe you think there was something to it. Alright, we're playing against Fallen Nightmare. Keep. Hard-hitting question. Alright. Let's keep that dragon sleeping. Alright, Beastcaller is our first guy. We flip into the Sentinel. We can wait a little bit on that guy. We put on another Beastcaller. Grow them both. I'm not playing with your stupid tricks. We'll see what you were going to do anyway here. There you go. There, I took a point of damage. Congratulations to me. Do I want to take this guy out? Alright, we just eliminated early game threats. Of course, you'll have something to put out for 3 mana next turn. Not going to be that grow boy. That's what he's planning on doing, is just growing the wolf up real quick. Alright, come on, man. There we go. Sweet, sweet people doing absolutely nothing. And we win! All right, excellent job, everyone. Good job. We are playing against Michale. Michale. Keep. All right, nothing for one. Let's put out the Beastcaller. Beastcaller loves to grow and starts off the big old 2-butt, which is great against the crawling course. Do you notice how much Toxic is available in the meta right now? It's just gone crazy. I thought that we'd just given up on it. Lo and behold, here we are. Totally going crazy town again. All the time. Just tons of it. I'm going to push my advantage. The question is that, you know, should I allow it through? I'm thinking no. Because it's like once poison gets on you, it's a problem. But, you know, the question is this guy going to have the advantage of doing it? What's he playing here anyway? Orzhov? Is he even playing Toxic, or is it just a crawling course because of value? All right, so we've got 2 mana. He's just going to let it go. Yep. You can immediately put it as there's a second value. It's no longer pregnant anymore. And can't block. Ooh, our lack of mana is disturbing. Let's actually start focusing on mana build. I mean, he's going to throw this other guy out. You know, who do we give up on? Poison Dart Frog? We just kill up on the... Yeah, he's make a sacrifice something. Ooh, another one. I guess it really didn't matter. I could have given it to the other guy and put all the tokens there. It is focusing on the poison. That guy is not an artifact, right? All right. Still stuck with 2 mana. This sharp-eyed rookie here. He doesn't want to lose his... Is it Doctor? Oh, he will lose it. Good for you. All right, we're pressing this guy hard. He's having to react to it. He's going to run out of cards. Is that the question? We still need a 3rd mana from somewhere. Has he got... That can't be the one that does... That's not a 7-1. All right, we've got 3 finally. Okay, can't block. I should probably take her out. Let's just... Can I pump it all? Everything here is a little on the slow side. Let's do this. All right, that's it. We got a pair of 3s. We're going up against a non-blocking artifact squig. The guy's got 3 cards in his hand. All right, looked like he just fell asleep there for a second. He's trying to return that back. All right. Ooh, you're playing that stupid game on me, huh? All right, let's flood the board with a couple little dudes in case we have to sacrifice some more. All right, great. I've accounted for this situation. Let's kill one. Shot! All right, in for 1. Or in for 6. You gonna block it? Good for you, baby. All right, I'm gonna throw a Cankerbloom. And we'll hold on to that because I don't have any more mana. And so I could take out the other one. He's sitting there with those blades and he's flashing them in and out. That guy can't block. Why can't my dude block? That seems crazy. But he cannot be blocked. That's why. Because he's too big. That's right. Delny's out. I need to put some more guys out, otherwise I'll be smoked here pretty quick. Let's draw another card. Super. Alright, down to 3. We only got one guy. Hopefully we don't lose him. All this way for nothing. Alright, cool. He's out of mana. He's out of cards to play. He could chump me a couple times here. Let's put some trample on there. And I think we win. Yeah, we could do... Oh, okay. He's got to sacrifice both guys, and he's down to 1. And he didn't do it. So he lost. She was much more important to him than his own life. Victory! Alright, we're playing against NinjaKamikaze. I don't think those two things worked well together. 2! 2 mana, alright. Keep. We got a 3rd in the Poison Dark Frog. Let's Poison Dart it up. What's this guy doing with his red mana? That's a good question. He's only got 1 mana. Is that truly it? No blocks. Alright, 3. Let's put out a nice Polukranos. That will keep the Silver Samurai off our butt for a second. And we win. Mono Red just doesn't like to hang out against Polukranos. Alright, here we are with the Mono Green AGGRO. And this ended up being a fantastic deck. Let's just see what my win rate was here. 90% out of 10 games. I only lost 1. And that was the first time I played it. This deck just went on a huge winning streak after that. Just going to crazy town. For so many good reasons. The big thing about this, like you play in mono green, and what you want to do normally is ramp your way up to the gigantic green cards that just nobody can handle, and you just go to town. And that's not what's happening here. We don't have any of those guys in this deck. Instead, we're playing the growers, the guys that get bigger over time. And it's been a fantastic run that I didn't anticipate and you're not used to seeing. So I was really pleased. I was really happy. And I think you probably like this deck. All right, let's talk about who was the MVP. Who was the most valuable player? Taking a look real quick at it. You know, it's funny. I can say I really like the Quirion Beastcaller just because she grew a lot. And then when she got killed, she'd pass stuff around. That was great. But, you know, I got to think it's probably the Poison Dart Frog. In this deck, Poison Dart Frog was probably my favorite card. And the funny part was that was the one card I added to it. Since the original deck I pulled up was an alchemy deck, and I didn't have whatever the one drop was for it it was a mana thing. But Poison Dart Frog last minute addition ended up being the MVP. Why? Because it had reach, which means it was able to take out flyers, and it had Death Touch. If I had the mana for it. Other than that, it was a nice mana frog, giving me the mana I needed to be able to kind of do the other stuff that needed to be done. Not that I needed much. Sometimes this deck, I only had 20 land in it. That explained it a lot. I only had 20 land, and sometimes I would choke out at 2 or 3 mana. You know what? That was fine. It didn't really matter because I had Poison Dart Frog supplementing the rest of the way. That was that additional 4 to be able to make it so I could get up to the Doomskar Warrior. And this guy's Trample also super helped out a bunch. But really, Poison Dart Frog was the thing that made your deck so much better because it was great on defense and it was great on pumping you up, doing that ramp, the little ramp you needed to be able to get into your 3s and your 4s. All right, so there you go. Poison Dart Frog, you are our MVP. I'll hold you up there big for a second. All right, let's go on to, was this deck competitive? Like I said, I got a 90% out of this thing. It was super competitive. I was taking red down like crazy. Mono red aggro. I mean, the reason why is because as soon as you got out a 3-drop Polukranos, a lot of them, they just gave up. They just were like, nope, I can't do anything about it. This guy's he's got a 5 butt, and he's got reach. Was I ever going to be able to make it up to 6 mana so I can transform him? I don't know, man. I don't know. But still, just against the aggro decks in the first, early to mid-game, Polukranos is such an incredible monster. So I was big time on that. Big time. Yeah, 90%. This is totally a competitive deck. Yep, absolutely. Was this deck fun? Yes. Why? Because it was aggro. We didn't have haste, which, that's the thing about mono red. It has haste aggro. But it was, in case of anything else, you dropped your dudes, and these guys went at it. What was great is these were all growers, right? They got bigger the more things gone on. Evolving Adaptive, Sharp-Eyed Rookie, Quirion Beastcaller, Flourishing Bloom-Kin. That guy wasn't. This guy potentially was a grower. I mean, you had to get up to 6 mana to pop him out to being a 6/6. Still, all of those other guys, every time you drop somebody else in, they would get bigger. And then as you drop the other big guys out, then Sharp-Eyed Rookie could take it. I mean, it was great putting guys out early, having them there for the early fight. People think, I can get over them, and then you just make them bigger and bigger and bigger. You guys were just monsters. Then plus you got Archdruid's Charm and Hearting Question. You start picking off the things on their side that were getting in your way. Yeah, no, this deck was totally fun in a fight. I really had a lot of fun with it, big time. Was this deck interesting? Yes, totes. Why? Because it was mono green, but it was a mono green ramp, and it wasn't mono green giant green creatures. Let's call that Jolly Green Giants, right? Nothing like that. It was mono green aggro, which meant you're playing the early game. We got to play with we've seen all these cards. They do a good job because people play them all the time because they help you get towards your end game. By putting these guys in midway, but playing them all at the same time and just letting them be themselves. Yeah, they work great with each other. And I thought that it was a great deck. I thought it was very interesting. And I was happy to see something very different in the meta that performs so well. All right, so let's add that up. Was it competitive? Check. Was it fun? Check. Was it interesting? Check. All right, so yeah, this makes this into an A+ deck. An A+ deck. And as I'm forced by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I would highly recommend you pick one up should you have the means. But that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.